Do you want to become successful and achieve a lot of things in life? The answer is yes. One of the most important skills that you need to master is the skill of negotiating. You need to become a great negotiator if you want to get more in life. And negotiating skill is a skill that we need every day in every aspect of life. My name is Klaus George, and today we are going to talk about the skill of negotiating. What is negotiating? Negotiating is about bargaining to reach a mutual agreement. It's a win-win process. There are keys to successful negotiating. What are these keys that you really need to understand, that you really need to know if you want to become a great negotiator, if you want to become a great negotiator? The number one key that you need to understand if you want to become a greater negotiator is a key of having a clear objective. The second key is a key of being well prepared. So you want to become a successful negotiator, make sure that you have a clear objective and you are well prepared before you start negotiating, before you enter in negotiation process. So what I need to understand before I start to negotiate, there are things which you need to understand before you start to negotiate. The first is you need to understand what exactly do you want. You also need to understand the outcome of negotiation. You need to understand the outcome of negotiation. Is very important. You need to know what exactly do you want and the outcome of negotiation. In this part about knowing exactly what you want and the outcome of negotiating, there are three thoughts which you really need to understand. You need to understand the must-have. What is the must-have? The must-have is the part of the deal which is not available. You can walk away. You also need to understand the ideal. The ideal is the part of the deal that explains what you are willing to offer, the all elements of the deal. Also, there is other part which called the giveaway. The giveaway is the part of the deal that you are willing to trade for the must-have and the ideal. Is the parts of the deal that you are willing to trade for the must-have and the ideal. So those were three important things that you really need to understand before you start negotiating. So for now, let's go to other part, which is preparation. As I have already said, preparation is one of the important key in negotiation. So in this part, you need to understand what is on offer. Take an example, you want to buy a car. If you want to buy a car, make sure before you buy, you visit other showrooms so that you may know what is available and for how much. When you visit other showroom, you'll be able to obtain information about the review, the road test and the price as well, so that when you enter into a real negotiation, you can share the information that you have from other competitors. That is very powerful because it gives you power in negotiating. Because when you share the information from other competitors, it gives you advantage because it causes the other part to act for your favor. You have a lot of information before you buy anything or before you enter into negotiation room. It's very important because you might buy a car just because the price is reasonable, but what about the consumption? The consumption of the car might be very high. Even the spare part of the car might be very high, and that will cost you for years. And if you are not careful with that, it will cost you for years. So we have seen the preparation part. Right now, let's go to the other part, which is the real negotiation. when you are entering in negotiation, make sure that you have a clear objective, but be willing to modify your objective according to the bargaining, according to the flow of negotiation. That is very important. And also, you need to pay attention to the signal that is given with the other party. They might give a sign like being very reflective. That is the sign that they are in position to give, they are in position to concede. That is the sign that they are in position to concede. Also, you have to pay attention to body language. If somebody lean away from you, that might be the sign that they are not interested. And if there are more than one, make sure that you pay attention to other person as well when you speak. Make sure you pay attention to other person as well as you speak. And once you have reached agreement, don't change your mind unless there is exception. They might ask you for some small clarification, but if they ask about the whole issue, you have to adjourn the negotiating and reconsider from beginning. So for today, that was about the skill of negotiating, the thing that you need to know if you want to become a great negotiator, and the whole negotiating process. So for today, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Klaus George, because I'll be glad to hear from you. Cheers and peace. Bye bye for now.